Is one of the folks that Janae was actually sharing with us about earlier, who came and did the makeup tutorial for the Valley Youth House. So Alisha is the CEO and founder of Alisha Nicole and Company, and I am going to let her tell you her story.
Yay, Alisha!
Hi, how are you?
Just talk real close to the microphone because it's like really low.
All right, is that good enough? Yeah, okay. Hi everybody, how are you? So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really publicly shared this, so forgive me if I'm like a little nervous or if I'm rambling or if I cry. I'm gonna try really hard not to do that. Okay, so I am Alisha Becker. I am the owner of Alisha Nicole & Co. I am a local. I grew up here. I went to Easton High School. I graduated in 07. I am a mom of 3, and I'm so grateful to have built my life and our businesses here in the Lehigh Valley. As an entrepreneur, not going to college, I kind of feel like I was a little bit forged by fire. And just having graduated high school, kind of like getting right into life and really figuring out how to build our business. And with Alisha Nicole & Co., we were able to grow it in under 5 years to an $1 million business, and that was always my dream, and I'm so proud to have done that here. And then we went on to start 2 other companies, a cosmetic company, and then we also do a little bit of real estate. So that's a little professional background about me. Growing up in this community, the one thing that I can really say is that I know that kindness is such a big part of this community, and I'm internally grateful for that. The only thing that I think I can ask is that I just, sorry.
You got this.
I think my biggest fear in talking about this is that I don't want anyone here to look at me differently after sharing. Gosh, I'm so sorry.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
So nice, thank you. I think I don't love labels, and so I don't want to be perceived as like, oh, you're so successful for being a girl or being Hispanic or coming from abuse. Like, I don't want that. I just want to be able to stand on my own and earn it for what it is, along with my peers. So that's all I ask. Yeah, okay, all right, so my story, I grew up in Palmer Township. My dad was a police officer. Great man, truly just the most amazing human being. And he actually passed away when I was 9. He committed suicide at our house when I was 9. And pretty much after that, I think our life just fell apart. My mom, I think, she was always very mentally ill. I remember I have an older brother who's not a part of my dad. My mom had gone to jail for locking him in the trailer and leaving him there when he was a baby. So I think she had a sort of normal stability with my dad, and after he passed, that kind of all went away. We've been homeless. She became extremely abusive, physically, mentally, or she just really wasn't home. She was kind of out with her boyfriends, and actually one of her boyfriends, we found out later on, had killed his girlfriend and himself. And I kept thinking, that literally could have been us. And we had all of these kinds of men in our house all the time. I wasn't allowed to see my dad's family after he passed away, so I didn't have an opportunity to kind of have that relationship. When she was gone, she didn't really bother to make sure that we had any food or money for school. So pretty early on, I took my little 12-year-old buns to work to make sure that me and my little brother had food. And I paid for his school clothes and pretty much, anything that I could do. The violence did start to get worse, and I think the life-changing fork in the road was the day I don't know, she didn't drink or do drugs. I'm not sure why she had this violent temper, but she had like pulled me out of the car by my hair and drug me in front of the car and like smashed my face off the car, and our neighbors saw it. And then she pulled me inside and she threw me face first to a glass table. And so that's when the cops were called, and they had been called multiple times. I never could really prove. She kept saying that I was just a rowdy teenager and I was disobedient, which I wasn't. And I think at that point, once I became displaced, I always hate, I don't know, the label of it, but we're just gonna call it displaced just for conversation's sake. My homes that I went into were not really actually any better. There was more abuse, there's more sexual abuse, and nobody believed me. It was either that or I could go to juvie. Those were my options. And kind of when you're in that circumstance and you're a teenager and you're expected to do like math and English, your whole world just seems so heavy. Like, I can't focus on school. Like, I don't even want to go home. And I don't know. I guess I just remembered how hopeless I felt. I ended up moving out when I was 17 because I couldn't take it anymore, and I could support myself. I was definitely not a stranger of working hard. And my little brother, who my mom happened to leave at a friend's house for 2 years and never bothered to come get him. She just left him there. He came with us pretty shortly after. Oh, can you hear me? Is that better? Okay. Anyway, once I moved out, we were extremely poor, couldn't even afford food, but I think at that point anything was better than what I had before. But the one thing that always really stuck with me is that you don't really ever forget that feeling of hopelessness, the despair, the frustration, feeling lost. Like, is this it? Is this all there is? Like, maybe dying is better. It just seemed better anyway. However, I am very happy to say to my younger self that we did it, we made it, we survived that terrible thing. And as someone who didn't have any resources or support, I'm so honored. God, I can't even explain how honored I am. Oh God.
Take a minute. You're good.
This morning, I'm so sorry. Woo, okay. I'm so honored to be a part of the advisory committee for the Kindness Project. I'm just so honored to see this incredible organization and honestly just provide just incredible resources for kids that I didn't have. I'm so happy to see it. And honestly, people like you guys, kind, caring, empathetic people who realize that you can do something. You can show the kids that they're gonna be okay and that life is gonna be okay and there's more to it after. It's pretty incredible. Maybe they're not just foster kids. They're worthy, they're wanted, and they're capable. And that's kind of how I've always chosen to look at it. And honestly, just thank you for listening and letting me talk. Sorry, I cried the whole time.